Dude goes up one weight class, goes up to 170. He was the 55-pound most dominant champion ever, most title defenses at 55 ever. Just dominates at 170. Like, every round. People are saying it's boring, but listen, man, it's boring if you're a casual. The fact that he was able to do it every round, it was a little frustrating because you wanted Jack to.
Молодец, Islam. Дорогу осилит идущий или бегущий? Бегущий. Ты что накидываешь?
I mean, he's a professional. This is the guy that you just wind him up, let him go. He's learned everything so well. You know, Islam is the one fighter that I don't have to worry if I'm with them or not with them. I don't need to work his mental. I don't need to work nothing. All I need to do is me and Habib, we just tell him what the game plan is. He'll execute it. And I've always said it time and time again. He's the kind of guy we can change round by round, minute by minute, second by second, and he'll just follow our instructions. I've never known Islam Makhachev not to follow Habib's or my instructions or the other coach, Steve Sapula's advice on how he should fight. He is the perfect professional, and he is the guy that deserves to be pound for pound number one.
My fight IQ is second to none in this game. The more fights I have, the more people are going to understand and respect it. And I think that's why he's saying all these things, is he knows this is a tricky fight. And when he goes to bed and just before he's about to close his eyes, he goes, this is going to be tougher than I think. And he can say what he wants to the camera, but to himself, internally within his team, they don't have someone that emulates my style. They don't have someone with these eyes. These are what makes this fight different.
Maybe, just maybe, despite him being against the odds, because we know Islam Makhachev's going to be a favorite here, maybe, just maybe, the Boys & Co do it again. Okay? Hear me out. Strickland pulled it off against Chimaev. Gaethje just pulled off the impossible against Ilia Topuria. And you're telling me that I shouldn't pick Ian Machado Garry to defeat Islam Makhachev in the main event and school him over 5 rounds? Come on! This is how it works, right? This is just the way things go, folks. I don't make the rules of MMA. I really don't. But there's an underdog there. And his name's Ian Machado Garry. And he should lose. And Islam Makhachev's on this GOAT horizon. And man, if he wins this one...
Makhachev fighting Ian Machado Garry in August.
I think it's going to be a good fight. Ian Garry, it's definitely a tough opponent. Very good striker. But Islam, once again, his goal going to be to bring the fight to the ground. If he's able to do that, he's going to have an edge. If Ian Garry is able to keep it on the feet, Islam has the edge in terms of skills because he's more well-rounded. He can do it all.
Gary, Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev, too tough for Gary. Gary has a good striking. I think on the striking, Gary, on the long distance with his kicks, he can make problem for Islam. But Islam has a good timing of takedown. He's going to take him down and most likely submit round number 3.
Joe Rogan completely lost his mind, left totally speechless after witnessing the terrifying new training footage of Islam Makhachev. We are officially creeping closer by the day to that massive collision at UFC 330, and the reigning welterweight kingpin has already shifted into absolute overdrive inside his camp. Makhachev is not your average champion who slacks off and waits until the final moments to turn up the heat. This Dagestani powerhouse is built entirely on cold, flawless discipline, and that elite work ethic is blindingly obvious as he puts in the brutal, agonizing work inside his training camp every single day. He's meticulously sharpening every weapon in his arsenal, drilling pixel-perfect techniques, locking down his timing, improving his split-second reactions, and pushing his physical body to extreme levels that standard humans can only imagine. But here is the massive twist that has currently grabbed the entire MMA world's attention. It's not just the terrifying physical shape he's in that has insiders talking. Islam Makhachev has also been opening up about a deep, psychological shift that goes way past the heavy bags and the wrestling mats.
Он трэш-ток от Иэна Гэри. Как бы ты оценил его в роли президента? В чем он апатен? Трэш-ток. Как может человек вообще трэш-током заниматься, который вчера, позавчера проиграл? Мне вообще без разницы на его трэш-ток. Просто, может... В этом и есть польза, но это меня никак ничем не цепляет.
Вот есть какие-то сложности в его стиле?
Да, у него сложный стиль. постоянно убегает, назад идет, отступает постоянно, его все прижимают. Такой, не сказать, что он и зрелищный соперник. Есть еще вот в плане того, что для зрелищности боя тот же Моралес умеет бороться, тот же Моралес нападает сам, но нападает это точно не про Яна Герри.
Вот Ян отрабатывает защиту от проходов. Надо ли тебе отрабатывать, я не знаю, стойку для того, чтобы, ну, в случае чего...
Именно да, собственно, проходы надо отрабатывать больше. Я уже говорил и повторюсь, что это так не работает. За 3-4 для полгода невозможно бороться научиться. Да, этот Мандалена тоже очень много отрабатывал, кого-то привлекал, там весь кемп готовился. Ну, не знаю, сколько, 5 попыток и 5 пит.
What makes the Makhachev narrative so damn compelling is that it goes way past a guy just showing up and delivering spectacular performances inside the cage. This is a deep thinker who has dissected every single mile of his martial arts journey. And when he breaks it down, you can instantly tell every word is coming from a place of genuine reflection and real, raw, lived experience. As a multi-time champion, Makhachev has scaled heights that only a fraction of fighters will ever taste in their entire lifetime. But when he looks back at the absolute beginning of how it all started, he is quick to point out that his legendary self-belief didn't just magically arrive all at once in some massive, dramatic Hollywood moment. It wasn't like he woke up one random morning, looked in the mirror, and suddenly decided he was going to be the absolute best fighter on the planet. That is just not how the world worked for him. Instead, his deep confidence and rock-solid belief grew slowly, steadily, and completely organically over years of quiet grind. He was absolutely not looking at the fight game as a calculated career move, or some easy path to global fame and massive financial success at that early stage. This was purely 100% about the true spirit of martial arts. This was entirely about testing his soul, pushing his limits, and seeing exactly how far his elite, raw abilities could carry him. The burning ambition came first, and all the luxury, money, and fame naturally followed much later. That exact kind of pure, unpolluted purpose is incredibly rare in modern sports, and it says a massive amount about who Islam Makhachev truly is as a savage competitor. His ultimate rise to the absolute pinnacle of the world was not a fluke that happened overnight. It was meticulously built brick by brick, through years of agonizing patience, through countless grueling hours of training in the shadows, through early losses that taught him invaluable lessons, and through dominant wins that validated his supreme confidence. Completely, and he is absolutely not walking into this high-stakes war with any shred of internal doubt or psychological hesitation. He has made it crystal clear to the media that he genuinely believes he possesses the exact tools required to execute the perfect game plan and pull off one of the most historic, shocking upsets the sport has witnessed in recent memory. That specific brand of fearless attitude undoubtedly deserves massive respect, and it is exactly what makes this stylistic matchup genuinely explosive and exciting on paper. But standing directly across from him under the bright lights will be a battle-tested veteran who has survived deep waters, who has been pushed and tested at the absolute highest elite level humanly possible, and who has triumphantly come through victorious every single time. Makhachev is simply not the type of fighter who gets easily rattled by pre-fight confidence, mental warfare, or loud trash talk. He deliberately lets his brutal cage work do the talking for him, and his track record has been speaking incredibly loudly for a very long time. The absolute top of this sport. We desperately want to hear directly from you. What is your honest, unfiltered take on this entire situation? Do you genuinely believe that Makhachev is simply playing the game in a legendary class of his own right now, and that another completely dominant, statement-making masterpiece is right around the corner? Or do you honestly think that Ian Machado Garry possesses the dynamic striking tools, the unshakable confidence, and the perfect strategic game plan to step inside that cage and genuinely shock the world in a chaotic way that absolutely nobody is expecting? This is undeniably one of those rare, legendary fights where the massive fan debate before the actual event kicks off is almost as wildly entertaining as the violence inside the cage itself, and your personal opinion matters a lot.